The Supreme Court has issued an opinion in a crucial voting rights case.
The justices ruled 5-4 that Alabama's redrawn congressional map likely violates the Voting Rights Act. You see, a lower court said the map discriminated against black voters. Alabama's population is more than 25% black.
Joining us now for more, CBS News legal contributor Jessica Levinson. Jessica, talk to us about how consequential this decision is.
So it's a big deal because what it says to all of us is that the Voting Rights Act still has teeth, that there's still strength behind it. So as you discussed, this is about drawing congressional district lines, and it's about vote dilution on the basis of race. And what the court said today is Section 2 of that landmark 1965 Voting Rights Act, it will still guard against at least the most egregious types of racial gerrymandering. What does that mean? It means you're drawing district lines to reduce voting power on the basis of race. This is a surprising decision. I did not expect it to go this way. And it shows, again, that we still can rely at least on that part of the Voting Rights Act.
Which is, I guess, also why it's important, because racial gerrymandering, as you've described it, has taken place in many states, some of them swing states, and it could come down to an election vote. Chief Justice Roberts wrote this opinion, joining the 3 liberal-leaning justices, and the more conservative Justice Kavanaugh joined most of the decision. Is that another reason why the ruling surprised you, the ideological breakdown?
There's a couple of reasons why it surprised me. In part, the ideological breakdown. In part, the court had actually previously last year put the lower court decision that this likely was a violation of the Voting Rights Act on hold, and they did by 5-4. And frankly, the lower court said, this is an easy case. This is a violation of Section 2 of the Voting Rights Act, and we should not allow these district lines to be in place for the 2022 elections. The Supreme Court put that ruling on hold while it agreed to hear the case. I thought that signaled that it was ready to overturn the lower court decision. I wasn't alone, and that's part of the reason I'm surprised. I'm not completely surprised that Chief Justice John Roberts is the one to write the opinion, because he cares about the integrity of the court. He doesn't want this to look like a political body, and he wants to be the one to author this opinion, saying, when I told you the Voting Rights Act still means something, it does still mean something.
That's a very interesting point, Jessica. I'm wondering, let's broaden out just a little bit. What does this ruling mean for other redistricting efforts and voting rights across the country? Are municipalities, are political parties going to be less, or are they going to be more cautious when it comes to gerrymandering?
It's a great question. I think the answer is yes and no. As Justice Elena Kagan said in the oral arguments in this case, isn't this kind of a slam dunk? And so the answer is maybe lawmakers who are drawing district lines, or on the local level when we're drawing district lines, they will be more careful about not drawing truly egregious lines that really pretty clearly dilute people's right to vote, in part on the basis of race. But this ruling doesn't change the law, and the law already allows for, in my view, some significant gerrymandering. So it does act as a guardrail, but it doesn't create new protections.
Okay. All right. Jessica Levinson, thank you so much.
Thank you.